Beautiful. Okay, guys, awesome. All right, so just before I get started, does anybody have any feedback for me on meaningful conversations and on what we covered last week? So has anything changed for anybody? Hi. I'd like to hear just some feedback on that, just so that I can measure where we are at with, because I'll tell you what I'm thinking through this whole thing. But anyway, tell me about the meaningful conversations. Good? Are they working? Have you seen results? Do we need to do more role plays? And I'll tell you why I'm asking, because if meaningful conversations are not happening correctly, what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to do it anyway, it doesn't work if you haven't mastered the meaningful conversation. So I really do need to hear some feedback. So you can either unmute and chat to me. Charisse, you look like you're ready to talk. No?
Hi Marisa. We had Taryn visit us on Friday, and we did a lot of role play with her. And what I found with my girls is that they shy, and they didn't exactly know how to do it. Although, we're going through the training and we keep talking about it, the actual practice that they had was quite helpful, and it really did help a lot. So I think it's a matter of practice makes perfect. It's something that they continuously need to practice. So we're making a point of it when we're not busy, that they are practicing on each other. And I've made a point to say to them at least once a week, I want each one of them to sell me either a Six or a Spolishes product. And if they feel very optimistic, they can make up a whole package and sell me a whole package. And then obviously I'm going to be very difficult about it. So I think it's a matter of practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So, Charissa, and for everybody's benefit, the whole purpose of this masterclass is to enable or empower and teach your teams that they can be shy, but they can still offer the best to the client. Okay. So we're not expecting them to become public speakers. No. The shyness is beautiful. It's actually very nice, but we want them to offer the best. So what I want to say to you is, I've had teams that get it, okay? And the ones that get it have taken me 3 months to get them into these habits. Then I've had teams that don't get it. And what I mean by don't get it is exactly what you've got, Charisse. They're shy, language barrier sometimes. Okay, so I want to give you the light at the end of the tunnel, but I also want to give you the other side of it. If you, as manager and owner, persevere and you stay the course, they will get it. Okay. So the team I had that didn't get it took me 18 months. So I just want to let you know that there. But I don't give up ever. I'm like a dog with a bone. Give me a challenge and there's no ways I'll give up. Okay. And I didn't. What's happening out in the marketplace is the owners and managers give up. They go, this is too much work. Oh, she's too shy. Oh, this, oh, that. So the other side of this is that you will never get your team and your business to where it can be. And that's the reality of this. So you sort of need to make the decision, am I happy with the business where it is? And if you are, well, then don't push them. If you're not, and you believe that your business can do better, and you believe it, you can have better reviews, better client retention, because it all stems from this, right? Your commitment is to persevere and be consistent. And I mean, Charisse, from a brand perspective, I mean, a Wellness Professionals Club is not a Six and Polishes thing, but from a brand perspective, you will have Taryn and Karen support in doing that further, okay? In trying to take what we're teaching you here and keep it going, okay? But my recommendation to you is, everybody, do not give up and do not start coming up with excuses as to why they can't do it. They can. Bottom line, everybody can. It's how much effort, energy, and consistency the owner and the manager is willing to put into this process. Okay. I'm feeling better knowing that this. No, Sam, it's not an overnight thing, my love. It's a 3-month for top tier, eloquent therapists, 3 months minimum. And it's anything between 12 and 18 months for language barriers, shy, those type of people. But I can tell you that I've got a group of probably 60 therapists, of which 40 of them were language barrier, and they are retail machines today. But it was 18 months of because I don't give up. Okay. Any other feedback? Anybody? I just want to know, majority today is not about selling product. I want to know meaningful conversations. Have they changed? Jade, you're about to say something.
So we found it quite interesting putting it into practice because we have an awful lot of manicure clients. So having the different situation with a lot of our clients are regulars as well. And we found really what we've been doing, on the one-on-one sessions we've been doing with the nail tech, it's more during the soak-off process, when you've got the opportunity of that 15 minutes while they're sat in front of you, of just going a little bit deeper with your conversation and trying to plan it and navigate it, that you are seeing the opportunity from that situation. It's not just all about the regular chit-chat that they normally have. Does that make sense?
Yes, just for the initial part, remember that. So the initial part, you're almost making you're making the conversation about them and their goals and needs. That's all. And with regular clients, it's actually a bit easier to do it because you already know them. And then it's a matter of, okay, what do we want out of today's treatment, actually? But the ladies, are they doing the meaningful conversations?
Yeah,
And yes, and they're open to it.
So, for example, we have this one product, OPI product. What is it? 645 rand, and it's always been a thing that they've always been quite nervous to sell because it's like one of the higher priced treatments. And we've been doing a lot of role playing with the conversations about, for our regulars that come in, they want to strengthen the nails, like what their main aim is, nail health. And we can't keep up with the sales. Like we got 10 that arrived on Friday, and then we sold out yesterday. So even our rep was like, "Oh my God, what are you guys doing?" Like we haven't.
Yay!
It's been amazing.
Love it. Love. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm not expecting overnight success stories, even though there are always. I do always get back, oh my gosh. But I am expecting to see changes already. Okay, and it's so we did mindset first. We did planners, and I just want to tell all of you ladies, well done on sharing your planners with me. Well done on persevering through all my, where's this? You haven't put the summary, blah, blah, blah. And you know me, I don't stop. So well done, because most of you have it. Well, the ones who are sharing it with me, you've got it, okay? So just so that we clear everybody, you don't need to share your planners with me anymore unless you want to. I'm open to anything, really. But you do need to share your planners on your work groups. So Jade, is everybody from your side doing that? Yes. Okay. Everybody else that's online, are your teams Steph, are your ladies sharing planners on group, or is it more physical on paper?
So we do everything on the groups, and they have been very much consistent with it. Yeah.
Okay, please. That's a must. Okay, must share it on the groups. Okay, those of you, some of you have reached out and said, oh, they don't have the hang of it yet, or I don't know, the language is not good or whatever. Persevere. Go and sit with them, help them type it out. Help them. You're doing them a favor. You're actually, you are helping grow that person. Okay. We are sharing on our groups and the ladies are starting to feel confident. Awesome, Cara. Thank you. And Surieta. Beautiful. Okay. Right. So I'm going to share my screen, which is where? Here. Let's just see if it works. Okay, just give me a thumbs up. Can you see what I've got? Yes?
Yes.
Super. Okay. All right. So, essentially, so I just want to discuss something with all of you, and then I'll put it on the group later as well. Okay. Essentially, I'm supposed to wrap up today with home care prescriptions. In putting this together, I'm not going to get through the overcoming objection section because I added it in lastminute.com. So if everybody is open to, when we're done, I'll share what the homework is, okay? I think we had a gap and then we had a wrap-up meetup. If everybody's open to it, I'd like to add one more meeting to it so that I can do the overcoming objections and just seal everything together, okay? But we can chat about it on the group, but I'm just hoping that everybody is open to that, okay? All right. So this, and I'm going to share it on the group, okay? Because I want all of you to have this. These are your 10 steps to guaranteed sales success. So I want you to have this with you all the time, okay? And when you don't have a success, I want you to go back and look at what haven't I done here? What haven't I done on this list, okay? So step number 1 was a mindset changed. We discussed that already, right? It's your mindset, the fact that you can, don't use the forbidden words, blah, 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 okay? Step number 2 is planning and goal setting, which you've all got pretty much waxed now. You are planning properly, okay? Step number 3 is checklists. Now, we're not covering checklists in this masterclass, but if, and again, this can be something that we do in the future, I don't mind. If you are not working off checklists, either in your room or as an individual therapist, this needs to happen, okay? Because this is part and parcel of your success plan, right? Step 4 is meaningful conversations. We've done. Step 5 is an unforgettable experience. That is what you call a treatment. Remember, we spoke about it. You need to make sure that your treatment is an unforgettable experience, not a treatment. Okay? So it's not a facial, it's not a massage, it's not a nail service. It is an unforgettable experience. So I've got a thing with some of my teams that I'm quite happy for all of you to do too, is one of their KPI measures is have all my clients said wow, the words wow, after their treatment. Not had a nice treatment, but the word wow. Because as soon as somebody says wow, it's unforgettable, okay? And this is another area that we can also branch off from this masterclass is how do we create these unforgettable experiences in the treatments that you are currently doing? Okay, so step 6 is really what we're going to do today, which is presenting solutions. Okay, it's your, some of you call it prescription, others call it retail. I refer to this as presenting solutions or selling solutions. Okay, we don't sell products, we sell solutions. Step 7, okay, which we don't need to talk about this too much because you know how to do this, okay, but I do have a few slides to go through it right at the end with you, is rebook and stay in touch. Step 8 is never stop learning. So this is for you ladies. Never stop learning. Step 9 is an interesting one because step 9 says help others. How many of you have been willing or have ever given away a retail sale to a colleague to say, I want to try and help you. You're battling. You haven't reached your target. I'm going to give you some. I'm going to help you. Anybody ever done that? I bet not. This is my best part. I bet not. Anybody? You have, Steph, or your ladies have. You, I can believe. You, yes. I want to know the therapist from one to the other. It's not a normal thing. I want you to think about this. The more you give, who believes in that? That the more you give, the more you get back. Yes or no? You believe it? No? Okay, so it's reality. The more you give, the more you're going to get back. And again, it's another little session that we can maybe unpack together. And step number 10 is show gratitude. And what I mean by this is not waking up in the morning and saying thanks, but I want to ask the therapists out there, and I'll ask more questions to managers as well. How many of you have ever gone to your manager or your owner and said, thank you for paying me this month? How many of you have said, thank you for organizing this training for me? Thank you for anything, but just something unexpected. Okay, I want you to think about it. Or to your colleague, thank you for helping me with my planner today. That is the kind of gratitude that I want you to focus on. Samantha, wow, that hit deep. So I want you to think about that. Okay, what type? Another thing for owners and managers, how many of you thank your brand partners? How many of you say thank you? Thank you for coming to see me. Thank you for your wonderful product. Thank you for your time. Thank the landlord. But just the different types of gratitude that you can show. Okay, everybody's always thankful that they're alive. It's a little bit boring that. Let's try and find more meaningful things to be thankful about, okay? And to show gratitude for. All right, so there's your 10 steps. It will be posted on the group. I'd like you to keep that with you. Print it, have it somewhere so that you can keep referring to it. It just keeps you in line, okay? So I just want to go over a few little things today. Most of this you know. First of all, sales etiquette. Knowledge is power. If a client wants information on a product, make sure you know it to avoid those ums and ahs. Okay, so this is very interesting for me because every time I ask in a spa, in a salon situation, do you know your brands? And they go, yeah. Go to the shelf, pick up a product, take it, and I say, okay, can you tell me what the main active ingredient is in this product and how much it sells for? They take it, they look at it to see what they can see in writing on it. Okay, those ums and ahs have to go. They have to go. I'm a part of your homework, and you'll see what we're going to do at the end is I'm going to teach you the high five sales method. So as a brand, as a skincare brand 6, we've developed a high five method that I'm going to be sharing with you today, and I want you all to implement it in your businesses. And it's an easy way for your therapists to get to know their products properly. Okay. Please don't use words and terms that your client may not understand. So this highfalutin therapist language, fasciitis, and I don't know, we know rosacea, but if you're going to use the word rosacea, tell them what it means. This highfalutin language, it doesn't resonate with the consumer anymore, okay? Listen. Remember I told you, guys, listen more than you talk. Very important, okay? Listen to what your clients are telling you. Please, I mean, I've put it in here, but I hope nobody's doing this. Don't go on your cell phone while the client is talking. Even if you think you're taking notes, forget it, not on your phone. And then a skin analysis. I mean, we've discussed this already. Okay, this is just a few little sales etiquette pointers for you. Okay, I want to show you the high five method quickly. So the high five method, and by the way, this is part of your homework, is what I expect everybody to know about every product. Okay, so it's sorry guys, you're probably hearing my husband chatting and the kids and everybody in the background as well. He's got his earphones on and he can't, he doesn't know that he's talking loud. Sorry. Okay, so here comes your high five, everyone. Okay, so I'm just going to use a product that we have, glycolic acid, 8% foaming face wash. You will use this for every product you have on your shelf, okay? So here's the high five, right? Number one is, what is the name of the product, okay? That I'm hoping everybody knows by now. Number two in your high five is, what is the price? This seems to be a little bit more of a challenge, especially with so many products, but I just want to tell you that the more you practice, you get to know it completely, okay? Number three is super important. Super important is, give me one. So I start with one, and then I take the 1 to 2. I expect everybody to know 2 hero ingredients in each product. Okay, so for example, in this one, hero ingredient is glycolic acid at an 8% level. Okay, because that's quite impressive, because no products have 8% of glycolic acid in it. And number 2 is coconut oil. Okay, another hero ingredient, because the way that the coconut oil works on the skin with an acid is super interesting in a cleansing situation. Okay, but once they've been through the training, then they know it. But the point is, do they know how to mention those 2 hero ingredients? Okay, point number 4 in your high five is, what is the solution? What solution does this product give your client? Okay, so in this particular case, cleans and exfoliates the skin. So everybody must know what is the solution of every item that they pick up. Okay, we also need to start getting rid of the solutions. Oh, it's going to hydrate your skin, or we need to get a little bit more intentional about it. Okay, and then the USP, very important, is, what is the unique selling point of this? Okay, so in this particular instance, it breaks down the buildup on the skin surface, and it has 8% glycolic acid, unique selling point. Okay, now you do this high five. I'm going to show it to you with another product, just so that you can see the differences. Okay, so name, O2 serum, price 640. Here are ingredients, hydrocella and propolis extract. Then what's the solution it gives? Soothing, calming, hydrating. USP, you can use it all year round, helps the skin breathe again. Okay, so it really is just like a quick, but it tells you, you will know if your therapist, or if you know your products, if you can do the high five on all of them. So this is going to be part of your homework. Okay, so everybody wrap your heads around this high five thing, unless you already have a different method in your business. I find that this one works because it's a high five for a whole lot of reasons. Okay, it's the psychological aspect. It's also name, price, ingredient, solution, USP. And that's how we teach people, name, price. So it almost becomes like a broken record, how you know how to talk about your products. Okay, does that make sense, everybody, before I move on? Yes? Do you like it, ladies? Yes or no? Okay, Cherie says yes. I'm looking at all those ladies near Jade. Are you going to shake your heads yes or no? Let me see. Yes. Okay, cool. They all look so pretty, man. Okay, right. Here we go with our, oh God, here we go with this thing again. Sorry, ladies, my chat box has decided to take over my whole screen. All right, home care prescriptions, retail, whatever it is that you call it, solution prescriptions, whatever. Okay. So we've now left off, the last thing we covered was meaningful conversation. From meaningful conversation, you did an unforgettable experience, right? The actual treatment. This is now continuing from there. Treatment is done. I am done. Okay. So you may have a different way of doing this. I want to teach you what cannot be left out. So here it says, while getting the client a glass of water at the end of the treatment, create a plan. So, I mean, this is easy if you're doing a facial or if you're doing a massage, but if you're doing nails, I mean, water, that's a bit weird. Okay, how do I do this? So you might change this section, and I can recommend how I would do it in a nail, hands and feet situation, right? But I just want to take you through the whole process first so that you can see how this works. Okay. So you're going to create a plan for your client, not just get product, a plan. The plan consists of what are the results that that client wanted, which comes from the meaningful conversation. Okay. What are the priority products and treatments for that result to happen? Okay. So you know on your shelf, in order, let's say it was my skin and we're doing pigmentation, you know what the priority, the urgent products are that I need on the shelf, okay? And you also know what other treatments I need, obviously, because it just doesn't go away in one treatment, right? Then so those are the priority products. Then what are the support products and treatments? So the extras, maybe that aren't so critical right now, that could possibly get me to that result faster. Okay, but they're not like detrimental. So you need to have those questions in your head. Okay, where does the answers to all of this come? From the meaningful conversation, quite simply, and also from your knowledge of your products on your shelf and the treatments that you offer. Okay, next. This is the most important part, everybody. So everyone, ears to me here. You are going to come back to your clients, and if you're in a nail situation, you're going to go and pick it and come back to the nail table or to the pedicure station with two options of home care. I'm going to explain to you now how this works, and a prescription form. Okay. So that's how you're going to come back into the room. Can I have a show of hands or in the chat box who has prescription forms in their businesses? You can either just go into the chat box and say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. We don't. Okay. Anybody else? Charisse, you do. Does the hands up mean you do? Hey? Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Sam, we don't. I mean, Sam said we don't. Surieta said we do. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Cherie said yes. Jade, we don't have formal ones, but write out a plan by hand. Okay. No problem. Anybody else? Same as Jade. Okay. All right. We have for facials, Steph says. Okay. Is that it? Everybody's answered. Okay. So, if you don't have a prescription form, one of your brand partners must have a prescription card. They must have one. So the first thing I would do is check in with them. Okay. If they don't have, I'm going to go and look for a generic one. We designed one at some point. We stopped using it because we use our brand ones, but I'm going to go and look for it for you. And you can have them printed in duplicate. They are not expensive, okay? But I'll tell you what that does, is it makes what you say 100 times more credible, because the client leaves with a piece of paper that has their products, that the critical products, the support products, the treatments that they need, the therapist, a little message from the therapist. It's almost like going to the doctor and he gives you that prescription. Okay, except their script is revolting. You're going to give a nice script, right? But how do you feel when you leave the doctor's room with that piece of paper in your hand? You feel like you're going to buy a solution to what's wrong with you, right? Okay, same goes when they come to you for a treatment. So owners and managers, let me know and I can help you put this together, but this is a tool that your team needs. Well done for writing it on a piece of paper, but I'd like to encourage you to let's take it to the next step now. Let's go from a piece of paper to a beautiful form, okay, that makes the client feel, wow, they've really thought about this, okay? All right, so I want to show you today, Sam, we would love that help. I'll help you, Sam. Okay, so here goes the two options, okay? And I'm going to do a quick role play on these two options. I'm going to do it to all of you, okay, myself. So, and I'm going to show you the words. It's going to be sent to you in the SOP because I've got a script for all of you to use. But again, you need to find a way to make the words your own, okay? All right. Are you all ready for my role play? Yes? Steph is looking at me saying, Marisa, move it. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure everybody else is, because you're the only one I can see, Steph and Jade and her team. So I just want to make sure that everybody else is following me here and not falling asleep. Okay. Right. So I've just finished what would you like me to do? Okay. So let me ask you here. What would you like me to do the role play on the prescription for? A massage or a facial? Choose. It's the same thing for both, but if you would tell me which one you would like to hear, that would help you more for your teams that are online right now. Okay, facial. Anybody else? Okay, I've got lots of facial. Right, I'm going to do facial. Steph, I can always help you with a massage one another time with the greatest of pleasure, okay? In fact, Steph, Corin is coming to see you soon. She will do it for you. Aha, lucky you. She's going to do it there, live, in person, okay? All right, here we go, everyone. I'm finished my treatments, okay? I've come back into the room with your glass of water. Steph, I'm going to pretend I'm talking to you. Is that fine? Okay. All right, Steph, here's your glass of water. Oh my word, your skin looks absolutely magnificent. Have a look here in my mirror. Have a look, take a look at your skin. Wow. So can you give me like 1 or 2 words to describe how you feel your skin looks right now?
Refreshed and clean.
Ooh la la, awesome. Okay, refreshed and clean. That sounds great. Okay, so Steph, based on the conversation that we had prior to this treatment, you were saying to me that you're suffering a little bit from breakouts. You wanted a deep cleanse. That's why you're obviously saying nice and clean. And you were a little bit worried that your skin is a bit dull and you don't have that glow about it, okay? So as you can see from one treatment, your skin's looking gorgeous, right? You've got the glow because you've just said refreshed and clean. And we've taken out that heavy congestion that you had on the skin. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay, super. So really what I'd like to talk to you about for 2 minutes right now, and I've written everything down, so don't worry that you're going to forget about it, okay? I do know that you are using a little bit of skincare at home, which we spoke about in the beginning. Well done again for that. So I've got 2 little programs here to show you today, okay? 2 little packs of product. Steph, I don't want you to feel like you need to leave with any of these today, but I do want you to see my recommendation after having done your skin and having chatted to you, how we can get your skin to the optimal level where you want it quicker. Okay. So
Okay.
option number 1 here is just 2 products. Okay. So I looked at what you're using at home and we discussed it earlier on. And there is a glycolic acid face wash here. So I know you wash your face. Okay. And your cleanser is beautiful. I don't want you to waste money. So I want you to finish that cleanser. But what I'd like to ask you to do is to use the glycolic acid wash in the morning, okay, because it gives the skin a like this kick, okay? And then you're going to use your cleanser that you've got until it's finished at night. When it's finished, then you swap over to glycolic only, because I think that the results you're going to see from this 8% glycolic acid is going to do wonders for your skin. So that's the first product. And the second one that I want to really encourage you to use is this rice enzyme exfoliating powder. So one of the things that is going to make a massive change in your skin is if you exfoliate, and I actually would like to put you on a 28-day, every single day exfoliation course, just for 28 days. Then you will exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. I want you to exfoliate with this rice enzyme powder. Why? Because it's got salicylic acid, it has tea tree, it's got everything that you wanting out of your skin. So it's got the glow that you want, and it's got the ingredients to keep your breakouts at bay. The tea tree's got a very strong antifungal and antibacterial action. So those, for me, are the 2 most urgent products that I feel will make a massive change to your skin today. They come to 2,000 Rand, okay, for the 2 of them. The rice enzyme exfoliating powder is going to last you about 12 months. There's so much powder in here. So that's a 12-month investment in your skin. And the glycolic acid wash is 700, and that's going to last you about 4 months. So that's package number 1. Package number 2 is more my wish list for your skin. So it's what I've added, my little extra bits that I would love to see you use, but they're not essential right now, that I know will get your skin to optimal level. So maybe we don't even need to chat about them today unless you want me to show you 1 or 2, but like maybe next time we add 1. Or, you know, and we look at it like that. As you start finishing product, then we start introducing. So this particular wish list package is 8,500 Rand. But remember, it's a wish list. There is 5 products in here, so it's quite a bit, but they're going to take your skin to next level. Whereas this package number 1 is what I feel is really going to make a massive difference to your skin right now. How do they sound to you, by the way? What does it sound like?
Sounds like a good option. I think I'll start with just the cleanser and the exfoliator for now. And like you say, as soon as my other products finishes, then we can look at topping them up.
Okay, that sounds amazing. So when I meet you in front to check you out, if it's okay with you, I'd like another 5 minutes of your time. I want to quickly go through that 28-day program that I'd like you to go on, just so that we can chat about it, but I have written it down. And then I'll rebook you and we'll discuss what other treatments we need when I'm checking you out. Is that okay with you?
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Steph. I'll see you in front. Okay, so from that role play, can anybody tell me what I do different to what you are doing right now, or are you doing that method right now? If you are doing it, is it working? So, yes, Steph?
So for us, we do have like day visitors that comes through from the area, but we also don't necessarily see them like on a quite regular basis. Most of our guests is a one and done that we hardly ever see again.
Yes.
So generally what we do, and something that I always say to the ladies as well, even if you only notice like one thing and you only want to recommend like a muscle relief gel, always try to add like maybe 2 or 3 products. Go through them, whatever you have the recommendation for, explain to the guest how you're going to use it, you know, the price, all of those beautiful things. because it always gives you an option for more than one yes, instead of just, if they go in with one product, it's a no or it's a yes and that's it. Whereas if, you have your 3 products, like you say, okay, maybe start with this one. This is going to help you for this reason and so and so. But the most important is these 2 products that I need you to get started with for me.
Nice. So Steph, even if you are getting only once-off clients, the one team that I work very closely with, they are 99% once-offs only. This method, this 2-option method, works like a bomb. So if your ladies are gearing towards one product, for example, and then you're teaching them to add, if I can encourage you to tell them to go in with 2 and add, not 1. Okay. So just find another one to add. Yes, muscle relief gel is amazing. Find something else. I don't know, do you do the Medi Solutions foot range or not?
Yes, we have.
Okay, so that I can tell you, I mean, I'm just telling you from what these overseas people love, is either the vitamin A or the remineralizing. Oh my God, they go mad for that. So go in with those 2, because you can also use those on the body, you see.
Yes.
So let them go in with 2 and then do the add-ons. Okay, so maybe that can be the next step for you. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else doing this method, the 2 package or the 2-option method? If you're not, how does it sound to you ladies? How does it sound? So can I hear from some of the therapists? What did you think of that role play? Tell me what you thought. Did you think it was hard? What did you like? What didn't you like? What made you afraid? Come, talk to me, please. I don't like to talk to myself, even though I do talk to myself all the time. Jade, you're going to have to force them.
I'll speak. I liked your phrase when you said my wish list for your skin. So it's like you're not pressurizing them, but you're giving them like the bigger picture. So like in maybe like 8 months' time, this is what we're going to have you on. But in the meantime, you've got more of a time span on it. And again, like what we always do here as well, we always make sure that the clients are not feeling like we're pressuring them, but we want them to use what they have as well. So in that method, you're getting them to use their products, and then eventually if they run out, we slowly switch over onto the wish list.
Awesome. And the feedback that you're hearing from the ladies in the background, ladies, give me a thumbs up. You think it's goodish, or you're not too sure about it? Do you like it? Do you like the 2 package thing? Do you like it? Okay. Ladies, once you practice this, I promise you, you're going to see double your retail coming out of here, because now you're giving the client the choice to decide, what am I going to take here? Also, you are putting your professional prescription on it. You are saying these. So I always recommend the use of the words, these are more urgent, the ones that you're going to see a massive result in. I use those kind of words. And these, and that's also very important to use the words, on my wish list, not what I think is good. No, what my wish list as your therapist is for your skin. So the words are very important. Okay, they will be on your SOP so that you can continue this with a script. Cara, you do the 2 methods. How does it work for you, love? How's it working? Is it working? So I'm asking for a reason. If your 2 methods, your 2 options are not working, then I need to help you as to why they're not working. And I can tell you already what I look for, because I've been down this road 100 times. It's in the dialogue. It's in what is said to the client. Okay. And also could be, are the 2 options physically in front of them? So I know when it doesn't work. So if it's not working for you, you tell me, and I'll ask you a few questions, and I'll very quickly figure out why it doesn't work, because this will guarantee you 8 out of 10 sales. So you'll have 10 clients, 2 won't buy with this method, the other 8 will. Done. Okay. Cara, do you want to let me know? Okay. So closing the sale, I'm not going to focus too much on this today, but I do want to say it because some therapists talk themselves out of the sale. They just don't stop talking. Okay. So you're going to hand over the glass of water, check if he or she is happy. Oh, this is supposed to come before. Sorry, this slide is meant to come before. Explain anything that you found during the treatment and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll put it in the right, wait. So, no, sorry, guys. Okay, so here's a bit of wording, but you don't have to use this wording. But there is something that I want to tell you out of this slide that's very important. So remember, I said to Steph, what did you think about it? That's a word to say. You can say, how would you prefer to start? You could say, how does the minimum maintenance plan sound to you? Or how does the urgent to product sound to you? You're going to find the words that work for you, right? Then remember, I didn't say anything to Steph. I shut my mouth. Don't say a word. Nothing. If they take too long to talk, keep your mouth shut. Okay? They talk first. Because the next thing that they tell you is going to seal the deal. So Steph said, oh, I think I'd prefer to. Okay, great. No problem. Done. If she says, oh, I'm not sure, Marisa, this glycolic acid thing is, I don't know, it's a little bit concerning. Isn't it too strong for my skin? Well, there's my answer. She's interested, but I need to give her more information. Okay. If you continue to talk, you will talk yourself out of your sale. So you present your two options. You ask, what do you think about it? And then you shut your mouth. Listen to what they have to say, and then you continue the conversation from there. Got it, everyone? Yes? Okay, so I've got a little video clip to show you and one or two little quotes. Okay, so this is saying if you're not taking care of your customer, your competitor will. So believe you me, if they are not buying product from you, they are buying product from somewhere. Always keep that in the back of your mind. Would you like that somewhere to be a Clicks or a Sephora or a Edgar's or wherever people are buying product from? Or would you like it to be your professional prescription that they're buying? Okay, I'm sure that's a no-brainer answer. And then everybody, please listen to this carefully. Listen to this clip, okay? It's really going to give you a bit of a boost for today. Everybody listening, all ears?
It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
How cool was that? Did you love it? Yes? Okay, so this is what I'd like to ask you all. We're definitely not going to have time to do it today. I would like, but I don't want to, and I also don't want to do it now, okay? Because I want you to focus on the selling solutions first before I go through this section with you. But I'll quickly take you through the slides because there's one little thing I want to show you at the end of this. But overcoming objections, to me, I use a word fab when somebody says, oh, I got an objection, okay? And the word fab is like a little checklist. Feature, advantage, benefit. Fab, feature, advantage, benefit. So I always say to myself, and I teach my teams, did you use fab on your clients? Okay, first question. Feature, advantage, benefit. If they did, then we start deep diving these objections a little bit more. So here's a few of them, and I'll go through them with you, okay? But I'm not gonna go through the actual objections today, but I just want to show you them. If anybody else has any other objections that they get to their sales, I want you to put it on the group, okay? Because I want to cover it in the next session. But basically, these are the 8 main ones that I've heard. I must ask my husband. I love that one. It's too expensive. There's too much to do. Oh my gosh, there's too many steps, too many products, okay? The other one is, I just bought a whole product range from Avon or from Clicks or wherever, okay? I will think about it. Another major one, okay? And I'll get back to you. I'll think about it. Then, can I see how my skin feels? Can I see how I feel? And then come back to you in a day or two is another one. Another one, I've just been for a massage and the person tried to get me to sell me products. Please, don't try and sell me anything. So there's those people like, I'm coming for a treatment, don't sell me anything. And then number 8, I can't afford it. Those are like the upfront ones, okay? If you get any other objections, bye, Cara, see you. I'm nearly done anyway. I've got like 3 minutes left, okay? So I'm going to take you through one by one of these, not today, on these objections, right? Okay? So my last few slides. How many of you feel like this about selling? Do you love it or don't you love it? I want you to be honest. So go like this if no, like this if yes. Steph is halfway. Who loves selling? Who loves it? Jade, obviously. Ladies in the back, thumbs up, thumbs halfway, thumbs down. Be honest. Halfway, halfway. Woo, I got 1 thumbs down. Okay, so I want to get you to a point where this is what you say. I love it. And I'll tell you why I want to get you here, and I will get you here. Because I don't want you to see it as sales. I want you to see it as I love making my clients look and feel better. Because if I had put that on the screen, you would have given me a thumbs up. You can't do that with only a treatment. You can't. It's impossible, because what they do at home really does matter. And until you deep dive that and their routines and their lifestyle, then you will never get them to that point. Okay. Another thing that I want to do in the next session, or we might have to leave it for another place, is the sales funnel thing. This is a little bit more involved and a little bit more complicated. But Jade, this might be up some of your ladies' alley. Okay, this is where we put the retail experts. So those ladies who retail like killers, we put them into this sort of program, which is like the funnel where it continues after the purchase is made, and it goes from retention to loyalty to advocacy, where clients become advocates of your business. Okay, here's your homework, everybody. Take a picture, but I am going to post it on the group. Okay, I'd like you to role play 5 meaningful conversations with different team members for different treatments. Okay, so this is not prescription. This is 5 meaningful conversations. Got it? So you're going to take each other, and it's going to be 1 for nails, 1 for wax. Throw things that happen every day. So I don't want you to do massage when you mainly do waxing. Okay? I don't want you to focus on new clients when you mainly have return clients, or vice versa. Steph, for you, you're going to focus on meaningful conversations with brand new clients that you're not going to retain because they're going to go back overseas. Okay. You're just going to role play 5 meaningful conversations. Then I want you to adapt the prescription SOP that I'm going to send you, make it suit your business, and issue to the team so that they have a script to follow of what I've just done today, that role play with the 2 different options. Okay. Now, here comes the one that is actually, all of this is non-negotiable, but the next one is very critical for me. I want you to practice 2 high fives every day for the next week. Okay? Do I have a commitment on this? Go into the chat box and let me know, please. And the last homework is I want you to offer every single client you do a treatment on 2 options of home care from now. Okay? Do I have a commitment? Yes, no, maybe? Yes? Okay. Whoever's got their phones on them, which I'm sure is all of you, I would really love it if you would scan this QR code. It's going to take you to my Google page. Please, everybody, thank you to the ladies from Dante who did those video clips. Oh my God, I love you all so much. Thank you. And if you haven't done a video clip and you'd like to do one, please reach out to me. I'd love it. But I would love, and not just, I mean, Jade, I know you're going to do the review because you're on it like a bonnet, but I'd like the therapists also. Ladies, if you don't mind, to scan the QR code, just go on there, say how you're feeling, what you think about the training that you're getting, that kind of thing. Okay, will you do that for me? Thumbs up, thumbs medium, thumbs down, yes? Okay, superb, ladies. All right, so I'll post your homework, and then owners and managers and everybody, I'll get in touch with you on the group. I really do feel, and I hope that you're open to it, that we do need another session to wrap it up, and then my close and bring everything. So you're only supposed to have one more. I'd like to just please encourage and motivate another one more if you don't mind, okay? All right. Everybody, love you all so much. Enjoy your day. Ladies, you look beautiful. Go and make magic. And love you all. Bye. Cheers, gorgeouses. Bye, darlings. Bye. How you doing, Corin? Bye, Sam.
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm good. Let me just press stop record and I'll chat to you for a sec.
Okay.
If you've got a sec. Hi, Corin.